Hey guys, this is Ray Chen. Today we're gonna go over the 10 pillars of winning. So number one, only play with whom that is willing to play. What I mean by that is, for example, I'm a real estate broker, right? So when I'm looking for a client, I'm only looking to work with motivated client. For example, when I'm representing sellers, I'm only looking to spend time to work with seller that's really going to sell. I'm not gonna waste my time on sellers that has no motivation to sell. As it's the same thing with buyers. When I first started in the industry, and I used to spend many months to show homes to the buyer, but the buyer's not motivated to buy. They're not motivated to play. So if you really want to win, doesn't matter in anything, you need to only spend time with people that are motivated, that really want to play. Do not waste any time on anybody that's not motivated. So it's the same thing, like the NBA games, right? The NBA games, you have to have players, team members that are willing to put out, to give out 100%, 200%. That's how you win the championship, right? If your teammate is not willing to play, then you're not gonna get the championship, right? That's number one. Number one of 10 pillars of winning. Number two, you must have complete confidence. Think about it, right? Look at all those Olympians, like the Olympic gold medalists, the people that that win the gymnastic championship, the people that win all this championship. Are they confident? Of course. If you are not confident, 100%, 1,000% confident that you will be the winner, you will be the champion, how will you be able to be the champion? That's why confidence is so important. It's the same thing in business, right? If you're trying to get a contract and if you are not even confident yourself, you can handle the contract. How is it possible that whoever that's awarding the contract will give you the contract, right? So I'm a listing broker, right? And whenever I go to the seller, I know for sure, I'm 100%, 1,000% confident that I am the guy that can get the job done. Not only I can get the job done, I can help to get their home sold for more price than what they expect to get. That's how confident I am. I'm 100% confident. I going in to meet with the seller with that 100% confident radiance through the way I speak, through my behavior, through my demeanor. You have to be 100% confidence. Doesn't matter what it is. Let's say if you're getting ready to get into a fight, right? So I also practice Wing Chun. I'm kind of like amateur at it, but I know my Sifu told me too. If you're in the street and somebody pick a fight with you, you better be 100% confidence. If you're not, you better run. If you're ready to fight, you will be 100% confident. You will be 100% dominant. In your eyes, it will show that you will beat the shit out of whoever that's trying to get into a fight with you, right? You have to be 100% confidence. That is very, very important. If you are not 100% confident, do not even start. Do not get into the game. Do not do whatever that you're trying to do. Do not do it. That's going to be a waste of your time. Number three, always be stronger and tougher. Nothing is easy in life. If you want to win at anything, if you want to make money, if you want to close a deal, if you want to close a client, if you want to be the number one, if you want to be a champion, whatever, right? Doesn't matter whatever you want to do. You got to be tougher. You got to be stronger. If you're not tougher, if you're not stronger, why is it you? Why is it you that's going to reap the fruit? Why is it you that's going to get the championship medal? Why is it you that's the person getting the trophy, right? If you're a weak, if you're weak SOB, how are you expecting you to be the person to win, right? There's no way. So if you want to win at anything, if you want to get the contract, if you want to get rich, if you want to be a champion, you have to be stronger. You have to be tougher. There's no other way. There's no way to get around it, okay? Number four, just be stronger and tougher is not enough. You have to have the stamina, right? I was infantry in the army before. One of our strongest skill we need to have is to have the stamina. Every single morning, we run 10K every single morning without any interruption. Doesn't matter if it's raining, doesn't matter if it's snowing. We always go out there to run. We had guys, in our group that are huge. They're 200 pounds, 250 pounds. They're like 6'5", 7 feet, whatever. I don't care how big you are, how strong you are. If you have no stamina, if you cannot run, you're nothing, man. You're gonna be beat up. So especially in the battle, right? So that's why we in the infantry, we run so much. We always run every single morning. We build up our stamina, right? That in real battle, that's how you will win the battle. Doesn't matter how strong you are. If you cannot run, if you cannot dodge the bullet, if you cannot be quick and fast, you're gonna be killed. Right? It's the same thing. You have to be able to last, right? We used to hike. We used to do long march for like 20 miles, 15 miles, 25 miles, right? You have to be able to have the stamina to last. You have to have the internal fortitude. That's what our drill instructor always say. You have to have the internal fortitude to do whatever it takes, to do whatever the hell it takes, to do whatever the fuck it takes to get to the end point, to reach your goal, to realize your dream. And that takes stamina, because life is much harder than anything else, right? It's much harder than exercise. It's much harder than anything. There's gonna be times that you will feel like you cannot go much longer. But you still need to dig deep inside of you and keep going. That's why stamina is very important. If you have no stamina, doesn't matter how smart you are, doesn't matter how much of IQ you have, you will still be a fucking loser. Okay, so stamina is so important. If you had to ask, what is the one thing that you need to win, to be successful, to make a lot of money, to be rich? That's stamina. You have to be able to outlast everybody. Number 6, you must dominate. You must dominate and not compete. You must dominate and intimidate. You must, to be able to dominate, you must have the power. You must have the skill and the power to dominate. So in business, there's really no competition. If you're in any kind of competition, you're a fucking loser. If you're in any kind of competition, you will be poor. You will not make money. You will not get the contract. You will not get the client. Because if you're in a competition, that means you're a commodity. That means you're just like everybody else. If you're just like everybody else, why would you be the person that's making the money, right? The only person that's making the money is the person that's dominating the market. It's the person that has the skill and that has the power to overpower anybody. That has the skill, the technology to be better than anybody's product, to be better than anybody's service, right? So I'm in real estate. So I'm a real estate listing broker. I have the skills, I have the power, I have the resource that no other agents has. That's why I dominate the market. That's why when I go into a listing presentation, I have 100% confidence. I have 1,000% confidence that I'm the guy. I'm the guy that will bring the result, not only bring the result, but also to exceed the client's expectation. Why? Because I dominate the market, because I have the skill, I have the power that nobody else have. I'm not going in to compete. I'm going in to dominate. So if you cannot dominate, you better get the skills, whatever it takes. You better get whatever the skill, the power you need, so that you will be able to dominate whatever you are trying to do. If you don't dominate, it's just gonna be, the whole thing's just gonna be a tough situation. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a daily grind. It's gonna be very difficult. So if you want to really do well, if you want to really succeed in the business, if you want to really excel in the business, you must find a way to get the skill and the resource and the power so you can dominate and not to compete. Competition is for losers, okay? Who said that? I think Peter Thiel said that, right? It's 100% true. It's totally true. Number 7, you must focus. The only way for you to win is to focus. let's say if you're trying to run a 100 meter, right? Who's gonna win? The person that's focused on that track, run all the way to the end, will win, right? Obviously, if both persons are focused, then the faster one will win, right? And everybody has heard of the story of the turtle and the rabbit, right? So why is it that the rabbit that can run much faster than the turtle still lose the race? Because the rabbit is not focused, right? The rabbit, he jump here, he jump left, he jump right, he jumps up and jump down, but he's not going straight forward. But the turtle, he's slow, but he's focused. He's focused on that track. That's why the turtle end up reaching the end line faster than the rabbit. So you have to be, it doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're playing any kind of sport, if you are in any type of business, you have to focus. You have to be focused, right? If you run a big company and if you have people that can be focused to manage your company, that's okay. That's a different story, right? But you still need to focus on to make sure the company is healthy, right? So it doesn't matter what it is, you have to focus. If you're not focused, you will not be the winner. You will not be the winner, okay? Number 8, you have to be a strong leader, because in anything you do, you cannot complete, you cannot win, you cannot do everything on your own. You will need people to help you, right? But you need to show by example. It's not just what you say. You have to be a leader, right? I'm a real estate broker. I do cold call myself. I'm a strong cold caller. I can call in 1 hour, in a couple hours, and I can book 2-3 listing appointments. I have cold caller. I have people that call for me. I lead by example. I show to them, hey, this is the way it's done. This is how you do cold call. This is the result you need to generate, right? Every day I book the appointment. I upload in my group, in my chat group. Hey, I booked the appointment. Where's your appointment? Why haven't you booked the appointment yet? Right? So you need to be a strong leader. You need to lead by example. You need to be able to do whatever you're asking your team member to do, right? And it's only if you can do whatever you ask them to do, then you can raise their standard. Your standard has to be higher, right? So you need to lead by example, right? I'm not saying obviously there's people that's gonna have the skill that you don't have, that's gonna be smarter than you, stronger than you in other aspects, but you need to lead by example. You need to be the strongest person. If you cannot do it, let's say if I'm scared of cold calling, then the people that I hire, how is it they're gonna be able to know how to cold call? So that's why lead by example is so important, okay? Number 9, whatever goal you have, you need to make it non-negotiable. So once you set the goal, it will not change. You cannot change the goal. You can only increase the goal, but you cannot lower the goal. You have to make it non-negotiable, because if it's negotiable, then the goal, whatever goal you make, will never work. Why would it work? Because it's negotiable. Then it's like you're shooting a running target. It's like you're shooting a flying target, a moving target, right? How are you gonna shoot the target if it's keep moving, right? So the goal has to be non-negotiable. You have to be committed. You have to be committed to that goal, that you are 100% committed to win that goal. It has to be non-negotiable, okay? So let's say the Chicago Bulls, they won like 7 NBA championship. So their goal is non-negotiable. Their goal is to win the championship. If that goal is negotiable, do you think they're gonna win? No freaking way. Because there's so many strong teams in NBA, right? Everybody tries to get that championship. If you're not committed, 100% committed to win that goal, if you're not making that goal non-negotiable, how are you gonna win the game, right? So you have to make whatever dream you have or goal you have non-negotiable. What's negotiable is the approach, because there's many ways. Because throughout the process, you're gonna have to tweak your methodology. You have to improve your skill. That's negotiable, because you need to figure out a way to get the goal. But the goal itself cannot be negotiable. Okay. Number 10, All this I just talked about without the daily hard work would mean nothing. You have to put in the daily grind. You have to put in give you all your best every single day, right? If you just all talk, if you apply everything from 1 to 9 and you are not putting the daily work every single day, you still will not have anything, right? Look at NBA, like the Chicago Bulls, like Michael Jordan, right? Why are they the champion? Because they put in the daily grind. They practice every day. Even the practice, they practice like a real game. They put in all they have in the practice. That's how you become better and better. That's because people always say, right, to show your whatever skill you have on the stage for 1 minute. That's gonna take maybe a whole year to get to that perfect 1 minute, right? Because every day you put in the effort, you put in the work, you put in the practice, you put in the sweat and the tear, so that's how you improve, and the better you get, and the more return you're gonna have. It's just like me when I go do the listing presentation, right? Right now, pretty much every day I go to listing presentation, and every day that's a practice for me. Sometimes I get the listing, sometimes I don't, but I know every time I go, I learn something new, right? That's how I improve my skill. That's how I become stronger. That's how I become so confident. That's how I be able to dominate the market. You don't just dominate the market from nothing, right? If you're nobody, if you don't know anything, how are you gonna dominate the market? Then you're just gonna be a loser, right? The only way for you to dominate the market is to put in the hard work every single day, every freaking day, okay, every single day. That's how you get better. That's how you improve. That's how you're gonna eventually be able to dominate the market. Okay, this is Ray Chen. I'll talk to you guys next time.